I think it's always a mistake to try and double guess historical figures and what they might think about current issues. So leaving aside that issue of the voice for a moment, I do think it's clear, though, that Neville Bonner would have had great difficulty with the identity politics that's so prevalent today. For instance, in his maiden speech, which he delivered 51 years ago this very week, by the way, he only hints at his Aboriginal heritage when he expresses pride in his race. Now, that would be an unfashionable term today, but that was the language he used. But he also puts it in the context of pride about being able to stand on an equal footing alongside any other senators in Canberra. He said, "First and foremost, I participate here as an Australian citizen. I trust that our deliberations will be, in fact, for the true welfare of all Australians." How different that is, Amanda, from the rhetoric of the Black Lives Matter movement or the dogma of critical race theory?
It really is different, but isn't it beautiful? The idea that we value all Australians as equals, no matter their colour or creed, is the beautiful principle on which this country has been built for many years and should continue to rest upon. And it's worked in many ways. If what you're looking for is parliamentary representation, well, we have Indigenous people in Australia's parliament in a number far exceeding their prevalence in the ordinary population. And that's wonderful. It's something that's been achieved based on their ability and their contribution and their merit rather than some other arbitrary measure. And it is so much better for us to focus on who we are and what we bring to the table as Australians rather than being focused always on historical victimhood or the things that divide us.
Well, look, Anthony Albanese, we've commented before, is a man in a hurry. He's in a great rush to push through major reforms in a very short space of time. And look, I've got nothing against energy in politics. Sometimes I wish there was a little more of it. But it seems to me there's a real danger in trying to force too much change too quickly. And this illustrates, I think, possibly a philosophical divide between generally on the left and our side of politics, where they're desperate to knock everything down and start again, whereas we believe in sort of gradual reform and doing things with respect to the value in our current institutions. Would you say that's true?
Look, I think that's right. And common sense, I think, demonstrates the value in that more incremental approach. You don't want to throw the baby out with the bathwater every time you want to make a change. Good reform is about taking what's good, keeping that, and changing that which needs to be changed. But when Labor are so much in a hurry, they are desperate to inflict a revolution overnight, inevitably things get done sloppily. They're done with poor consultation. The listening that's required to make sure that proposed solutions work for the communities that they are meant to serve gets lost. And the result that you get is a little like what we saw during the Gillard years. School halls that sometimes get duplicated, pink bats in roofs that catch on fire and end the lives of young apprentices, cash for clunkers programs that just don't work. That's the kind of results you get when change is fast and sloppy rather than incremental, well thought through, well consulted upon and well researched. And that will start to bear fruit, I suggest, before the end of this parliamentary term.